What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Javier and this is Fast TV. So today is going to be day 2 of the Evo X clutch install. So if you remember on the first video, we ran into a little snag. The flywheel that we were hoping was actually in good condition was not in good condition. And it was a weekend, couldn't get anything done about it. So we were able to get a new one ordered and it just finally came in. I'm going to show it to you. All right, big chunk of steel there. Of course, we got our comp clutch sitting underneath. We're gonna go ahead and get all this installed first. Let's go to the car and remove the old flywheel. All right, show you the flywheel here. You can see it was pretty ate up. The disc, same thing, it was down to the rivets, guys. It got used, but not a problem. We're gonna go get this replaced. We'll put the new one in. First, let me go get the impact gun. We'll get started and knock this guy out. I actually do have a tool when I go get ready to torque all this down that Rob made a long time ago. It's pretty cool, so I'll show you that here in just a minute. First, we'll see if we can get it out with good old Bertha here. Got setting on 3. All right. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and spray this whole area down with a little bit of brake clean. So you can see right there with some brake clean. Like fucking magic. Yeah, boy. All right, that brake clean should be drying off on there, and I'm gonna go and take our new flywheel, go get this sprayed with a little bit of brake clean, make sure there's no machining oil left on the surface. That way, when we put a new clutch in, we'll have a nice clean contact patch. All right, I got the rest of this. We'll just let that guy dry. Good thing about brake clean, you see how it just dries on its own. It'll sheet off. Hopefully the camera's catching some of that, so you can see it fade away. That's going to take all the, if any, machining oil that was on this wheel when it was cut and surface, and also to store to keep it from rusting. All right, we'll let that dry. Should be good to go. All right, see what else I need. Sheesh, if it's dirty. Yeah, that bell housing's pretty dirty in there. Sure, couldn't take some of that brake dust off of there. Hopefully, it'll make too much of a mess. And don't worry, guys, we do have a new throwout bearing that we're going to be installing. So, just want to get all the big chunks of dust out of here. Alright guys, well, next order of business, we need to go ahead and get this throwout bearing removed off of here. So there's actually a little plug that normally sits right here. This transmission is missing its plug. And then same thing, the plug on the top right here, I already removed earlier when we were disconnecting the monoblock collar off the throwout bearing. So what that's going to allow me to do is going to allow me to access a punch to go through here to remove this rod and let it slide out that bottom. Now there's a 10mm bolt holding it in place here. You also have your spring tension. These spring tensions right here, they have to be released. Before that, then go ahead and undo your 10 and then slide the pin out, then the assembly will come out. Go ahead and get that done right now for us. So you can see, springs are now loose, they push forward, they were behind this ledge here. Now we can take that 10 off. Just like that. Now I can come in with either a punch or a screwdriver, whichever is going to make it easier for me, and push that sucker right out of there. Just like that. Rod is now out. Top spring, bottom spring. Voila, it's all out. And there is our old throb bearing, which, so you can probably hear, it was good. It's gone. All right, same thing, we just put the same purpose, same way, put it all back together the same way. Yeah, there's our brand new unit, brand new OEM Mitsubishi unit. We're gonna get that installed. Just like that. Sits right through. We'll grab our pin, start sliding it back how we had it before. We get to our first spot, we'll grab our one spring, sit it in there. Come on, buddy. There you go. That. Kind of line it up. There we go. Slowly pull it up. Get up to my second spring. Same way. Put our spring on there. Keep pulling through. All right. Lined up. Make sure we got our little screw lined up where it needs to be at so it follows in the threads. Now make sure that goes in by hand. Never try to force it. Go all the way by hand. The only thing you're doing with this is to take it off and maybe to impact it on. And it doesn't have to be hard. It's just a couple foot-pounds, about 12 to 15. In fact, this has a little setting here. It won't let you over torque. It'll stop on its own. See? All right. We got that. Now we will go ahead and put our springs back. Easier said than done, right? It's actually not that hard, guys. Look at that. Spring número uno and spring número dos. Just like stock. This is our new pressure plate from Competition Clutch. We are going to go ahead and also clean this with the brake clean. Make sure we take any machining oil that is on there on the surface, just like we did on the flywheel. All right, guys, you can see our brand new pressure plate. It's already been cleaned out underneath. Here is the ACT unit that was in there prior, and it had the aftermarket monoblock installed. We actually have a new monoblock that we want to install on the Competition Clutch. So that means that we need to remove this factory style ring. Now luckily on the Evo 10s, it does, if I remember correctly, it has a snap ring on the inside. So once you press it in, you can take that snap ring on and remove the assembly without breaking and bending it up. Unlike some of the early models, you had to like push down on one side and pull this way, and there's a lot of times you bent it, damaged it, and if you messed it up and you had to go back to it for some reason, you're stuck like Chuck and you couldn't put it back. It was all messed up. But this should be a little bit easier. Let me put the camera down because I'm gonna need both hands and see if we can get this off and get our new monolock put on there. This. And just like that, we got it all put together. I do like these guys a little bit better. It makes it easier whenever you do have to pull this transmission out. Just quick screwdriver, pop it off. Also, it holds on there a lot tighter than a lot of the OEM springs. The Evo 10 is better than your previous ones like Evo 8s and 9s. The 10 does have a better design because it is a lock ring versus the other ones, they were just all one piece and they fall apart and stuff and let go. So, yep, got that going. Let's go ahead and get everything ready, start putting the flywheel in. Just to show you a little something about this particular disc, this is a comp clutch, and I believe it's their stage 2 brass system. You could actually see the brass in here. But yeah, these stage 2s, extremely grippy guys, long lasting. You don't get a lot of chatter on these guys. If you notice, these are all double spring inside the hats, and I'm hoping I can get the GoPro will get that for us. In between the coil springs there, you'll see it is double sprung hub. So it's actually, not only does it have the strength that you need, but it's also going to be a little bit lenient on these all-wheel drive launches. So yeah, this is a pretty beefy unit for a street / Mexico toy. So yeah, guys, this is a good clutch. I love competition clutch. I actually use it on a lot of my Hondas. The Rob's NSX got a twin disc comp clutch. I will probably be getting a twin disc myself later in the future for my NSX with the J swap. So yeah, shout out to Comp Clutch, out for the last 20 plus years, making a great product, and I love it. So all right, let's see. We got a couple bolts.
Not lined up. It's not lined up.
No, yeah, that's how I'm looking, because I...
You gotta
7.
Go ahead and spin it until you find it all lined up. Nope. Not that one. Keep going. Nope. Keep going. Nope.
That might be it.
That one might be it.
Nope.
There we go. Yeah, that lined up. Every pass is closed.
All the passes?
Oh yeah, I do one from Northern to Southern California.
Yeah.
Right, you can't get nowhere.
People just don't think sometimes. Let's go. This pressure plate's so heavy. It's a heavy son of a bitch.
That thing's super loose.
Oh yeah, no, they're sloppy. They don't have much.
It's like no.
Yeah, it's not going to be precise at all. Well, it's the way I don't know if you saw how these things are machined. That's all you got for nipples there, then it's all open. And they did that to fit multiple transmissions. That shit was rough. So transfer case, or the transmission is on. Transfer case is on. Got this axle kind of put together right now. I'm going to assemble all that. I got to take care of the rear mount. It was definitely a lot easier coming off than it was going back on. It took 2 people. I ended up having to loosen the subframe a little bit to have some wiggle room. But yeah, it was rough. So I didn't really film much of it because I was too busy getting dirty, down and dirty, trying to get this shit done. I want to get the vehicle up and running today because tomorrow I am having my Hondas on the Bay event. It's just Honda car meet. Everybody's welcome actually, but mostly Hondas. It's going to be at the end of the 3 Mile Bridge over in Pensacola, and we're actually going to do it on the Gulf Breeze side of the 3 Mile Bridge for this one. But yeah, transmission is on, transfer case is on. Gotta go ahead and, like I said, put my T-bracket and stuff back on there, and then do all the piping, and I'll probably cover some of that now that the hard part is actually done. So, all right, coming about the big push. We're getting the rest of the accessories installed, getting my air intake put on. I got the coolant line, I got the down charge pipe hooked up, the brackets, everything else. Put our cover back on. Gonna go ahead and get our charge, this tightened up down, hoses done. Then we'll do our charge pipe, fill our coolant, and that should be it for the exception of the front bumper. If not, we'll get it taken care of. But yeah, let me keep going on this, get it wrapped up. Loader, I am tired. It is late, but got it done. Got it put together. Go take a test drive real quick. But spun her on the rack. She looking good. She looking good. So I'm gonna go ahead and get cleaned up real quick, and then we'll put it on the ground and go take a drive and wash my dirty mitts because I'm not touching anything with these things. It's done. Clutch installed. Runs good. No issues. It's looking awesome. So it was a pain in the ass. Sorry I couldn't film a lot of it because I actually was getting my hands busy, and yeah, I lost a little bit of wanting to get creative with the camera when work has to be done. So let me know what you guys would like to see in the channel. You know, you like me doing stuff like this, working on vehicles, building different stuff. You want to see more of the NSX content? It's back there. CRX. You want to see me dabble in some domestic stuff? And I say that because, you know, there's that chance. Yeah, put on the comments. Tell me what you think. But on that note, it's late. I'm tired, and I gotta get ready, the CRX ready for Honda's on the Bay tomorrow, so it doesn't look like such a turd driving down the street. All right, guys, I will catch you on the next one. Peace out.